So guys, we're underway in the 3 of a kind event. Astral taking on D-Wagons in the first draw. But yeah, this is our first time we've run this event, so it should be pretty fun. There. Dark Ghost, if you want to join that 4th table and start the duel against Dot, I'll put Beam as the person you face in the next round if he comes back. So I've got Sword Soul Moyi from Astral Wolf, opening up with Sword Soul. Opening up something really strong, Token. But yeah, we'll just change that side of the draw a wee bit. Because Beam's not currently ready. So we'll just get everyone else ready. So we've got the Ash Blossom here. So D-Wagon's desperately trying to slow momentum of the Sword Soul. This will be a strong deck in the tournament. Of course, Sword Soul have been starting to be quite dominant in my other events too. They won't be as dominant on Friday though with the budget deck tournament. Probably not allowing them to be played. Astral Wolf on debut in one of our tournaments, guys. Astral Wolf is a very experienced player that's played at a lot of big tournaments, so has knowledge of most of these formats, so going with Cheng Ying. The budget tournament is one of the really good ideas. Yeah, it is. It's a good event, D-Wagon. It's all good, Dot. You are dueling Dark Ghost. Just whenever you're ready to go, that would be all good. Dark Ruler No War from D-Wagons. Interesting response. Interesting card to play. So we've got a face down from D-Wagons. And we've got the Unchained going up against Sword Soul. So this will be a good match. Right, just going to follow our friend Trushula TV because I really appreciated that follow before in the raid. Yeah, not a bad option, 3 ruler, 3 Dark Ruler No More. It's sort of a card that sort of is rated but not played too much at this stage. You do hate going second, opponent drops window. I had that feeling at the start, Chrono, with Prank Kids that I was playing earlier today. Once they do that on me against Prank Kids, it's practically impossible for me to get around certain things. We've got the Sword Soul Emergence now. We're starting to see some people's strategies big time here. So we've got Escape of the Unchained here. This would be a good match. Unchaineds are very hard to break down. The D-Wagons is playing a pretty good version of these. But yeah, definitely vote on what your favourite event is here, by the way, guys, in terms of events that you like. Winter is fair, to be honest, it's just a hard counter. Other decks just laugh at it because they legit make a box monster like Chirag with 2 summons, with Shu to beat over it. Yeah, it's just unfortunate for me, Never Bloom, that I just don't have the tools to really deal with it effectively. Unchained Twins Aruha will activate its effects. Ash Blossom in response from Astral Wolf, very well prepared. Highlander by a lot. So we've got the abominable chamber of the Unchained now. So D-Wagon's fighting hard here to stay in this. He's brought back the Rakia. You gain crash, you have to reboot everything. Oh, that's a good save squeeze. That's fine. So just a reminder, guys, it is the loser goes first or second, best 2 out of 3. Sometimes makes it either run a Dark Ruler no more or Droplet, just so you can get plays off. That's where I think that card will be quite good to go with. So we're getting to our first few duels. This has been a very interesting battle so far, but you think Sword Souls are going to finish this off. Into the Baronda Fleur. This is probably a very strong 3 of a kind deck. You'll try second this time, Lictar, that's all good. And the Surrender from D-Wagons and rough now, and then we've got Dot and Sound Shock. But yeah, for those that are new to the stream, guys, very welcome to join the Discord, guys. We're nearly at 600 members. We will do a 600 member celebration stream this weekend if we do hit that milestone. Be part of the crew, be part of our tournaments when they go live and everything like that. Absolutely have different stipulations and that and whatnot. Back from the shower, Beam. You are late, Beam. Yeah, we had to start the tournament, effectively. So we do have 8. So it was a badly timed shower, effectively. Dot Bills 1, Dark Ghost, that's all cool. Get that up. Next time, yeah, next time, Beam. Like I said, the next tournament is Friday, New Zealand time. B-Troopers win. Hopefully we get B-Troopers soon. Would be quite good. Ooh, so good. D-Wagons has fought back really well there. Getting it to match number 3. So we've got a very interesting deck from Sage Squeeze. We've got the King of the Skull Servants. We've got the Truciler. We've got the White Mirror. Skull Servant being sent away as well. Gladiator Beast, Dark and Rough is playing. Aurora Rare Black Skull Dragon, very useful, Konami. Sure, you'll find a use for it somehow, Never Bloom. May see it in one of my future tournaments. Gladiator Beast looks likely to challenge this deck of Save Squeeze. It's going to attack there. Like, people usually mad at one of the powerful cards he top deck, but I don't know, I just like that bit of variance in duels. I like duels that have a good back and forth, you know, it's run, bro. Like, really, you want duels going around 6 to 8 turns. Not too fast, but not too slow either. Everyone gets, like, 3 to 4 turns. At least try to make something out of the duel. Running some performance power. Yo, that's pretty cool, Howtown. You'll be pretty wrapped with the TCG ban list today with Monkey Board coming back to 1. That's really cool, man. Like everyone likes different sort of decks. I don't mind some of the perform powers. My favorite one's probably the Skull Crobat Joker. With its good extension plays. It's got a few of them I like. But yeah, I'm for change hard. I like having the Saki one of power card in the format. I think it's good for the game. It's around, bro. It's a good game changer card. Like, maybe it only lasts a couple of lists, sure. But hey, it'll be a fun wee ride for it to be back in the game for a brief time. Running into a lot of Benkai, OTK. I faced that once yesterday, got absolutely destroyed. I got caned out my Mataz of the Zapper as well. Card going away. 3,000 attack, King of the Skull Servants now for it. Say squeezed. Mate, Pendulum deck best deck. You can give us Kirin, Plush Fire, and Electromite with Monkey Board. It seems that they want to go that way, Never Bloom. You know, they're slowly sneaking Pendulum stuff back into the game. I wonder if they're just going to give a format where Pendulums will be best deck. Honestly, let's be real, will people even main change a heart? Some people will try and make it work, like, say for example, it's Ram 2 with Yada Grat, so people will try and make that work, like try to get the old Yada lot working again, since it's off the ban list officially. Most decks want to go first and change heart doesn't, nothing. But yeah, my overall thoughts on that ban list. It was a good ban list today. It was much better than the previous one. Like they gave us some really decent hits this time, so the format will change in a way. Give us a Pendulum that isn't Magician for once. What sort of archetype would you like to see be a Pendulum on there, Tokyo? I say this and I'll be very blunt about it. He wanted Verde to be a universal card to help with Fusion decks to help Fusion's fast predefined materials are hell no. The reason Enforcer got banned is Enforcer. Enforcer's not banned, Redbeard. It's still active. It's just it's hard to summon it now. Like Verde's been banned. I'm cool with Pendulum, so they keep Electromite banned. Electromite was one of those very match-turning cards for Pendulums. Who you think's gonna win this duel, guys? Dark and Rough will say squeeze. Like that King of the Skull Servant's gonna be pretty interesting to see if they can get rid of that. But yeah, question for Pendulum players out there. What sort of archetype or deck would you like to see be made? Like a particular archetype? Maybe a Reptile Pendulum deck or something. Like people are talking about Reptiles not being so good. Give them a Pendulum based one. Yeah, the only real Pendulum deck I see is Pendulum Magicians. That's all I really see. You don't really get to see the other ones. How's things, Street, by the way? Great to have you here. They're afraid to make Reptiles good because of Snake Rain. Well, if they make Reptiles good, they'll just ban Snake Rain. That's the thing. Like, the recent Odoadic deck, which I think Reptile is going to be good. You think Jerome Macau, or whatever his name is, said the reason he personally liked Electromite was that it made Pendulum deck building... okay, well, Pendulum became one Pendulum deck. Is Jerome a pro Yu-Gi-Oh player there? It's Ram there, by the way. But yeah, I know what you mean, not Tokyo. Just another deck would be nice for them. You just want them to see them make a Barlow Pendulum so they can finally have all the summoning types. That's all that would be cool too, Journeyman games. Barlow Pendulum Dragon. That would certainly work. Oh, he's the head of R&D. Got ya. Zephyr Desert Support deck had so much potential and literally never did anything with it. They do that with a lot of decks, Never Bloom. But some decks have huge potential, then it's like they don't make any other cards for it. King of the Soul Servants is at 4,000 points. Howtown Gaming, just to let you know, there is a tournament happening at the moment, but if you want to do anyone in the stream, feel free to ask. No, you're all good, Howtown. Feel free to ask. Like, someone might do you. I'm pretty sure there'll be people in here that may be not keen on the tournament, but maybe keen to battle you. But in saying that, Redbeard, they could have just made a card that wasn't sort of named Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda. They could have just called it something like Verte Anaconda. And then I would have been all for it. But it's just, since it's named Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda, like, those sort of cards would be just restricted to the archetype. Like, give Verte Anaconda that strength. But if you want to make a generic one for Fusion decks, just give it another name. The only playable Pyro archetype is probably Volcanics. And how long have they been screaming out for support for? It must be quite a while, right? So Squeeze is looking for the attacks here too. To be frank, Brenda has like 12 searches and DP is a bit toxic, so I think Verte is a good ban. It is, it's definitely a good ban. It was one of the better hits today. But yeah, just to let people know, the next tournament that's on Friday, New Zealand time, pretty much the rules are very simple. You got 75 points to build a 40 card deck. So the rules work as this: 1 point for a normal card, 2 for a rare card, 3 for a super rare card, and 4 for an ultra rare. And 20 points apply to the extra deck with the same rules applying as above. Love to see some new folks take part in it. We want good turnouts for these events because we are having 4 tournaments a week now. Yeah, I get sick of those comments too, Toko. You see them on some videos like day 350 odd asking for volcanic support. They'll release support for that deck when they feel like releasing it. So who won that set of duels, guys? I know it went to the round of 3, that particular one. Oh, D-Wagon got it. Congratulations, D-Wagon. Thank you for taking part, though, Astral. Though it was great to have you here. I'm really hoping your surgery goes well, man. It'll be good. Looking forward to hearing you come back for other tournaments. Yeah, exactly, Neverloom. That's what they should have been there for. Yeah, so it's Skull Servants, J-Dragon. Pretty good idea, actually, when you think about it. Yo, it's Rambro contributing 90 total to the Materan takes on the Little Nitro Gummy Bear Challenge. Getting a wee bit closer to that, actually. Who are you up against, D-Wagon? We're just waiting for the last couple duels to finish. I think, at the moment, your duel is between either Dan Carter or Lictar. I don't know how that duel's playing at the moment, and Dark Shadow Ruff and Say Squeeze are playing out here. So we can see the up there. Yo, Taco Tony. Yo, long time no see, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully Master Duel's treating you well too. You're good, Master was A. Okay, that's fair enough. What games are you playing, by the way, Taco? I'm enjoying Master Duel anyway. Like, I've really worked hard on my account. I'm starting to get some really good inroads on it. Dark and Rough trying to play very patient here. King of the Skull Servant's going to be very hard to break up here. Problem with Master is you only have one game mode ranked. What else do you reckon they need to have? It's around bro. And there's even here too. What do you think they need to add just to make that game a little bit more better? I'd like it, for example, for all those festivals that are now complete, if they could just have like different modes for them. So you can enter like a ranked match with those sort of limitations and that in it, so you can play different sort of variant formats. (2v2). I don't think... A lot of people would like tag duels. But, pretty much my thoughts on tag duels, they need to make it a separate format. Honestly, I just want them to make another World Championship style of game. I reckon that wouldn't be a bad idea, like to release on Switch or something. Master Duel needs best of 3 ladder, besides best of 1 ladder, and also casual mode. Tag duels are a Yu-Gi-Oh! Series video game staple. I'm thinking they need to make a tag duel sort of anime and like have specific cards for that particular one. Like, I think that's the only way they can incorporate. You got to think there's some powerful cards in the game now, like people running 2 40-card decks. Like, there's gonna be some insane combos going off there. The 5D's World Championship games are the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. What ones in particular it's around broke, so I'm really looking at playing those at some point on the stream. Made a Sidra deck, Taco Tony. Like, there's a new structure deck for the in this game in recent times. Did you open that up? $2011 over the Nexus by far. Okay. 5D's GXDM had a lot of tag duels. There was all the Tag Force games, etc. And you can see those Tag Force games in my highlights, Never Bloom. I have played them before on stream. I've got the world record with them. They were very enjoyable runs too. They did take a lot of work to get, but they will be in my highlight catalogue if you ever want to watch the Tag Force played at speed. Oh, nice, man. Like, it's a fan favorite, of course, the old Cyber Dragons. So, something similar to it, Redbeard. It's been a great duel. Like, King of the Skull Servants is just holding their own against Glad Beast here. Two sort of classical decks going hammer and tongs. You have a good one, Dark Ghost. We will catch you later in the, hopefully the next stream. Probably the best known game for Yu-Gi-Oh! In all honesty would be Forbidden Memories. Forbidden Memories is the, Forbidden Memories was everyone's jam back in the day, like sort of renting it from the video shop and realizing how hard that game actually was till it was like worked out quite consistently. I think by far the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Games were Capsule Monsters, Falsebound, Kingdom, Forbidden Memories. But yeah, let's hope they make this video game a good one, guys. It's still really in the early stages of Master Duel at the moment. We just really need it to be consistently updated. We need different formats. I think we need to start seeing them make some tournaments where people can qualify for like a World Championship version of this game. Favorite Yu-Gi game still Duel of the Rose. I spent thousands of hours on that street. That was a good game. Very good game in its time. I love how they Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes thinks outside the box. Like the Falsebound Kingdom and Castle Monster Coliseums is another. So on Dungeon Dice Monsters as well. Don't know, maybe I'm just an anime, enjoyed it, and it felt like you're a part of the anime. The anime was good in its time, its run, bro, like the first run of it. Yo, is that Pokemon veteran CJ, the legend himself? We'll give him a huge shout out. Welcome into the stream, Pokemon veteran CJ. How are you today? Give you a huge shout out, guys. Getting a lot of raids today. Us playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. Hopefully that went well. I will have to give you a raid at some point, my friend, again. I have not been on at the same time as yourself. Definitely give Pokemon Veteran CJ a follow. And also give everyone that has followed today. Yo, Deltron Z. Yo, welcome into the stream. How are you? Coliseum's your guilty pleasure. Probably the game you spent the most on. At least 1,500 hours. That is so cool. That emote is like top tier, eh? Like, Love your Pokemon emotes, man. They're really good. Yeah, we're good, man. We're just having a tournament at the moment. Yo, Deltron Z, Grassy's gliding. I think a few people are playing that grass looks greener in this particular one. They made that Rush Tool video game, but can't stand Rush Tools. I bought the game as RAM for it. I haven't even played it yet. But yeah, for those that are new to the stream, guys, I'll give you the opportunity to once again join the Discord. We're nearly at 600 members. Be part of the crew. Also follow here if you want to be part of the latest tournaments and sort of TCG ban list discussions and things like that. It's great to have everyone here and everyone enjoying this at the moment. This has been a long, drawn-out duel. Rush will simply infuriate you. You don't draw anything next turn, you probably just succeed. Okay. Yeah, the Rush Tool thing's still going, Hippo. They have made another series for it. Yeah, they made another series on it. Right, let's get into the rhythm here. Turn 8, very tough battle going on at the moment. Yo, Chava, 1321. Yeah, I'm very surprised to see Skull Servant in the tournament. Hopefully they hang in here and maybe pick up the win. Into the battle phase, the King of the Skull Servants. What are they going to do here? They're going to attack. They're still pushing Rush Duels, aka dual terminal format, to teach newcomers to make tournaments for beginners of just pure Rush Dueling. I think that's sort of the purpose of it. I don't think they'll make it too overwhelming for new people to learn. So it's pretty much a stalemate at the moment. Like, the Gladiator Beasts can't get to the Skull Servants, and the Glad Beasts can't do anything here. It's 13-1, by the way, but hey, I love Skull Servant. I think a lot of people do. I think it's a very, very cool deck to bust out every now and then. It can pick up a few good wins here and there, too. Yo, Darkus, the events are certainly going good today. With Darkus, a huge shout out too, guys, in the stream. Blast was playing some Dead by Daylight. Hopefully that went well, Darkus. Right, Prince sent away 6,000 attack cards now in the field. It's been a long, long duel at the moment. 22 minutes in, and it looks like no one's giving up here. Speed duels are sort of releasing a set a year now, Hippo. Like, they released the GX Duel Academy box with 8 different decks in it, with GX themed stuff in it. Chava smokes the lava for Homo Joanna the Ganja. Well, I like your sense of humour there, Daltron Z. That was pretty well done, putting all that together. Maybe you're also angry because Brain Season 3 got chucked. But that's the silly thing. Like, they don't finish the current series they're on, they just move to the next one. They should just complete all the series first and then get things done. Imagine running the Pike and Skull Servant. Love to see it. Congratulations, Never Bloom, getting to 22,000 points. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains is a very underappreciated anime, actually. Like, I really started to really enjoy it. Like, I've watched a few episodes of it now. All your homies hate fusion summons. What is everyone's least favorite mechanic in the game? Obviously, Fusions is a Ram Bros one. Mine's probably Pendulum, probably, but not by much. I love all of them, but like if I had to have a least favorite one, it'd be Pendulums. Reigns had the potential to dethrone 5Ds as the best Yu-Gi-Oh series. Ritual for Dan Carter. Fusions to me, I love every other mechanic. Komani always stoned out of their minds. Hey boss, I got this new broken card and I'm stoned. So this is an idea. Yeah, we've got a few people that are saying Pendulum as well. So I think the reason why Pendulum was so despised was because it had those separate rows. It was just far too strong. It's sort of been nerfed quite a bit in the wild. I still think 5Ds was the best series Yu-Gi-Oh's had. I think that was the peak of Yu-Gi-Oh, really, when you think about it. Probably after that, you'd probably have the original Yu-Gi-Oh series. Then you'd put Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns probably third, probably GX fourth, probably the Arc V series at 5, and then the last one, which would be Zex at 6. Even though the mechanic's not too bad, it's just the character, like in the main sort of one, drove everyone mad. It's not a summoning method, but at least favorite mechanic is banishing face down. Popped his DP with mine, but he popped my elbow that I'd special summoned. They made Master Rule 4 solely to kill Pendulum because of how broken it was, and the FIDs might have been the very best series team second. Like, don't get me wrong, Pokemon Veteran Siege, I like all the series, not so much Zexal, but Arc V was kind of interesting with them running around and that all the time. It was very hard for me to get into, but like they had good characters, good decks and that in it as well, though. I did like the Zark stuff, Street, and did like the dimensional traveling. That was pretty fire. I think this is still game 1. This is all everyone's waiting for to complete at the moment. So, as it stands at the moment, we have been watching a while. 41 cards left for Say Squeeze, 11 and 6. 33 cards in this pile for Dark and Rush. So, we're in for a long one here. Can't bust through. And the surrender from Say Squeeze. How far were you guys in the duel before that happened, Say Squeeze? Although it is a disconnection loss, unfortunately. So we've got Trap Tricks from Dan Carter into the Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So interesting strategy for Dan. So going into the Trap Trick Zero. Got the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigine. The Raffle Seer. Very nice start for Dan, actually. Some good variation in that being played. So we've got the 10-Eye Spirit Vishuda. So Lictar playing something very strong as well. But does he know how to run this deck? Of course, Max C will be running Rampant in this format because it's at 3. So we have the Monk of the 10-Eye. Got the Bahana. This has to be 10-Eye Sword Soul. It has to be. And we'll go into the Shaman of the Tenny. Yo, Big Pimpin' 12 with the Raider 6. How's things, Big Pimpin'? Great to have you here. Hopefully stream went very well. If you guys are not following Big Pimpin' 12, definitely check out their channel. Was playing some Master and they're amazing to watch as well. Trippy Loverboy, great to have you here. You guys have just joined the tournament where I've got 3 of a kind running at the moment, so every card is run at 3 in these decks. We're in the first round, literally. But great to see you guys here, and hopefully you had a cracking stream. Yo, it's Aram, bro. Good to see you. Stream was good. Just talking about the new ban list. What are you guys' thoughts on it? I think it's a good ban list. I would have hit it a wee bit more. I would have banned Crystron out of Frybacks, but I was happy with the hits. Surprised with some of the changes, like Yata off the ban list, and same with Change of Heart. Yo, not Tokyo. Yo, welcome in. Great to have you here, Tokyo. It isn't as good with a Rhorodon, but it can still go into some plays. You need to go see a man about a horse. I may or not return afterwards. But regardless, Big Pimpin', like I said, glad the stream's going well. It's always good to see you. But yeah, for anyone new here, guys, we do have an amazing Discord. Feel free to join. We've got future tournament events coming up. So definitely get amongst that. So yeah, much appreciated to people that have stayed around from both raids and hopefully enjoyed the stream. But it's a Ram, bro, and Trippy Loverboy. What do you love about Mastered, or what sort of decks and that do you play? If you love, if you're playing certain decks, feel free to share. So this is a different sort of duel compared to the one we had last. No brave hits. Oh, I'm sorry, Adventurer. That name is done. But I think the Prank Kids version with the adventure stuff in it, it's a Ram, bro, sort of been hit. I think Dan's got this still. I think he's just very well set up here. All banning Halka Frybacks does is make an alternative format. I just want to wait and see what it's like without a Rhorodon right now. It's actually not Tokyo. Like, they can't ban everything, right? Like, people just go to the next best available cards, and then those are problem cards all of a sudden. How's things? Yo, welcome back, say Squeeze. But, yeah, Prank Kids are gone. Like, they'll have to run something else in that deck. But if, say, for example, the Link one got banned in this game, I'd just have to retire the deck immediately. So I run Prank Kids on this game. And Meow Meow Mew's a big part of the plans. Yeah, they freed Jet Synchron its Ram, bro, so they surely could free up Hope at some point. But you know those cards can make some really nasty combos. Dying Solely TV, they banned Meow Mew instead of limiting the bench stuff to sell more stuff. Yeah, that's exactly, like, Meow Meow Mew's been around a long time. It's just not very, it's poor old Prank Kid suffer because of it, but that's just life. That Prank and all the other decks to sell more our bad structure. Yeah, they'll eventually hit Prank Kids in this game too. By then I should have hopefully transitioned to another deck by then. I've got plenty of cards, I'm just going to get lucky. Scapegoat unbanned, time to jam it, and Guru to access code people as a plus. You can finally take the Effect Valor out. Okay. Of a shooter. Just waiting on the branded openings in the mail. Yo. Pretty cool. You're passing on the TCG until we're better than our bears. That isn't fusion comes out. Splight. Look out for Splights, Never Bloom. They are completely busted. They'll be tier 0. They'll be played everywhere, that deck. Because I've seen the 1-card combos. Are in this contest though, putting up a good fight against Dan's deck at the moment. Also, kind of mad they didn't limit Fusion Destiny, but you gotta think it's around, bro. They've hit what do you call it? Predaplant, Verde Anaconda. So they've got to hard draw that card now, so it's less likely they're gonna play it more consistently. At least we got some sort of hit towards that. Like, Predaplant Verde Anaconda was just too busted for this game. I would have actually made Predaplant Verde Anaconda as like 2 Predaplant monsters to make that Link monster and just made it a bit harder to summon. But even then, still that card would be quite good. Unban change harder Master Duel. Do you reckon we'll see the day when that unbans? So we've got the Lord of the Heavenly Prison now. So all of a sudden the script has flipped again, and we've got Dan Carter in control of this duel. Predaplant Anaconda would have been fair if it required 2 reptiles. It's really fascinating, by the way, Tokyo, that if they made it like that. Reptiles haven't got a real good deck at the moment. Yo, Helltown Gaming, yo, welcome into the stream. How are you? I am very good, by the way. Love your profile pic, by the way. Change of Heart was trending. Imagine if something even crazy like Unban Pot of Greed. Effectively, we've got Pot of Desires, right? Like, that banishes 10 cards and draws 2. So, effectively, we've got a, like, Pot of Greed in the game. But just with a cost. Good, playing some Master Duel. So, what sort of stuff are you playing, by the way? I run 2 Lightning Storms if that helps. But if they banned the OG, the internet would have exploded. People would be trying to find the rulings on it. People don't... They've done a good job with most of them, you know, like, sort of knowing when to end the series when it gets a bit dragged on. You have a Pepperjack Bacon Burger. That sounds very fascinating there, Redbeard. We'll do Pokemon Veteran CJ. I definitely owe you a raid, my friend, so expect one very soon. Really enjoy your streams. Kaito dying on the moon is still the most memorable moment in the Yu-Gi-Oh series for me. And what was I going to say too, like, it depends on what era Yu-Gi-Oh people grew up with. Like, that's what they associate with. After the tournament, you're up for a duel, say squeeze. Pushing those partnership numbers. If I get partner, I'd be amazed. I just enjoy streaming regardless of what happens. But if we do get there one day, that would enable us to make more emotes and stuff like that and get some money tournaments and that underway. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd get that far at Day Dragon, but if we did, it would be an amazing feat. So this will be a good battle. Pot of Extravagance. Both players played well. 2-1 to D-Wagons in their duel against the Astro Wolf, and 2-0 to Dan Carter and the Blues. But yeah, I'll definitely do your say squeeze. We'll battle you after this. But just bear in mind, I have to get my dailies done. We have to try and scramble out the Fusion Festival today if we can. So we're going into the battle phase. But yeah, all I can ask people is just follow the stream, come in every now and then, say hi, and join us. This is the tournament mute. Yeah, of course, 3 of a kind. We've got the semi-finals on at the moment. Hopefully in a wonderful day. Reason why it's so memorable for me, by the way, it's the only time I actually cried watching a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And that's very rare, you know, like there's not too many moments that happens, it's a doesn't happen too often. Forbidden Droplet on the Sarah. Okay, that's a very crucial card. 3 Forbidden Droplets being played. But yeah, like at the end of the day, Joe Dragon, like all the support you've given me over the years has sort of helped the stream get to where it is now. Like if you weren't there, I probably would have given up a long time ago, but we're stuck at it and we've met a lot of cool people along the way. Like hopefully we continue to do that, you know, and continue to provide really good content. Like Master is going to be a big part of the stream over the next year or so anyway. Like I've streamed, like I'm certain I've streamed the last 40 odd days in a row, but I'm loving it, you know, it's just got to keep it up. Of course, we do some character deck profiles on my YouTube channel, guys. If you want to check them out, please like and share. It helps with the algorithm. I only promote that probably once a week. But there's some cool profiles on there. I've just got to order some more cards for like the rest of the Big 5 from the Virtual World arc. Get that done and then get to the CRO Carcos stuff. It will get easier once I get to a certain point in the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, because I've got most of the cards at home. Yeah, this is shaping out to be quite a good tournament, actually. Like, that's been quite good. Yo, Nikki Blonsky. Yo, great to have you in stream, by the way. Last time you did a Gladiator Beast was around 2010 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Online 2. I had the old CD for the original one, Dot. That was pretty good. Are you going to dip since Trap Tricks, but yes, leaving it's 4 AM anyway. Yo, it was a pleasure meeting you around, bro. Hopefully you've joined the Discord. I'd love to see you part of the stream again. Thank you for coming through from the raid there, friend. But that's all cool, man. We'll catch you later. You're watching Coda versus DZ basically on the still.
Booyah! Who's the
Yo,
man?
thank you so much. It's around, bro. Pleasure. Thank you so much for the follow too, man. Actually, Tri Brigade Gladiator Beast has won a tournament here too. I believe on a Materian Cup, actually. Just from memory. Do you know what the deck that's won the most titles here, guys? This will surprise you. Spirals. Spirals are equal with Dinos as the deck that's won the most tournaments here. Pretty much you got to think Shizaki won 3 tournaments on the bounce with Dinos, but Spirals have won a few editions, like 3. And then a few other decks have won as well, obviously. I do suspect Sword Soul's going to dominate some of the tournament wins over the next wee while, or Despair. Depends on what people are playing. Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Nikki Blonsky, how's your day going? Hopefully your Fusion Festival's going well. But yeah, if you want to go exclamation mark rules there, mute, I usually put them up that way. If you want to see what we're, see the rules and that. Fun to see how most winning decks of tier 2 are not super meta. Spirals make you not want to finish your turn. We don't see them too often, say Squeeze, but when people run them, they're quite strong sort of decks. I think the first deck that won the tournament was Invoked. The first ever one. Chris the King Games won it. deep dark trap hole from Dan Cowden and the Blues. Now playing a good duel, Dan. Dan, of course, is from New Zealand. I'm a New Zealander to win the tournament. Like, Dan's played some good Yu-Gi-Oh! In these tournaments. Want to make a Blackluster Soldier deck? You're gonna dust off your Sword Soul Karibo. Wouldn't Karibo deserve the title of being like Karibo Sword Soul? Karibo being the main sort of engine? Good old Karibo. Man, how many different Karibos are there now? Like they've had so many over the years. Like they've obviously got the Karibo brothers in the game now, and obviously you got all the different versions of them. Like you got Wing Karibo, you got the Synchro Karibo, you got the XC one, Pendulum one. Favorite comment I read in the Discord before was if you get nibbed, you're behead. The engine first, the powerhouse last. That sounds about right. Traptrick's playing a pretty good duel at the moment. He's got the Torrential Tribute. Very nicely done from Dan. Just when those traps get set from the trap tricks, they just do reasonably good. It's a Dark Horse sort of deck. The Raffle Seer, it's going to activate its effect. Try to Nimby, I play Summon Limit. They'll stop Nibiru in its tracks. Dan will take the first one there. See if D-Wagons can bounce back and win 2-1. And rough. This should be a good match. Gladiator Beast. We didn't see Dot's deck last round because of the one the duel's going a bit too long, but we're here. Gladiator Beast starting off really strongly. I'd love to see Gladiator Beast Duel here. ZZ beat Coder, Sage. I like both those streams. Good, good streamers to watch. Did see Coder's video on 22 people being disqualified from a recent YCS due to some silly rulings that were in place. No, I play Stop Defense and win with my 11,000 attack token. Well, my combating Nibiru. I think Nibiru is a great equalizer anyway. I think a lot of decks do play 5 more cards now. Like, nibs in the hand. It's just sort of a good way of clearing the board. So we've got Eldridge from Dot. Okay, so we've got some interesting play. Maxi from Dark and Rough. Never take the Latin America YCS series. They always stuff them up. Didn't they get the point system wrong with something by like 1 point or something? It just screwed everything up completely. I don't think it was any of the 22 players' fault. I just think they stuffed up the ruling where 22 people just missed out. Despite having the eligibility points. You just evolve Book of Money into Book of Mooney. Okay, so we've got the got Dot building up into some plays. Transcode Talker. Maxi has really helped here. Gladiator Beast Vesperus. Wouldn't rule out Gladiator Beast yet. They are very dangerous. Should have been 17, but they said 18, so there were a lot of draws and disqualifications. Those 20 players were random since 50 people made 18 points. Yeah, they shouldn't have got that wrong at all. Like, it should have been easy to work out. They stuffed up the Swiss rounds too, I believe. And with the point system, so that's why people got disqualified here. But at some point, add tournaments, guys. Like maybe the Materian Cup may have a qualifying day 1, and then like actual tournament day 2. If one day we get like a huge amount of entries. But I do have other programs set up, guys, for tournament sort of format. They will probably take place on the Tuesdays, potentially. Or it may take a spot of another one and rotate it to another day of the week. So my thoughts are we start off with the Duelist Kingdom decks, guys, and then we go through each of the arcs. So then we go to Battle City decks, Virtual World decks, work our way through. You can play cards from that card pool and make your deck from that. So you can mix and mash your decks. So you can play like a mix of Yugi, Kyber, and like any good cards from anyone else in one build if you want. Or we could do it another way where you just you have to win with 3 different characters or something like that. We'll have 3 different character decks. We'll see. Like I said, I've got a lot of things planned. I've got also the Skilled Showdown planned once I get all the cards and a few others get them. But overall, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on what sort of tournaments we can have. What you want to see tried out. Like Tuesday's the testing grounds usually, or Wednesday, where we sort of throw a tournament together, and if it's good, it's good. We keep it round. If we don't, we just sort of rotate it on the rotation. I'd like to see it like a tournament where you have to run cards like starting with the letter A and ending in the letter Z. Like you got to have at least one of each letter, starting letter in your deck. That would be pretty challenging, I think, to sort of come up with something there. It wouldn't have any synergy though, that's the only thing. Dot Light Sheer Violence, man, is 3 Eldritch cards. Funny thing, I haven't seen too much Golden Boy this month. Like, Golden Boy is struggling a little bit. Monotype, Mono Art Tribute Tournaments. Like I said, I want to see a Legacy-owned tournament. Won't happen until next year. You should run a tournament, Redbeard. That's what you should be doing. You should get into the Master grind and sort of get your tournaments up and running. Like, that should be always an incentive. You've seen a lot of Eldritch on Diamond, mostly because of that prison monster that is trap card support. I don't know if I'll make Diamond rank this month. I'm sort of battling this month. It is what it is. I'm just going to have to keep stockpiling. I think with my gems, I'm just going to save up and just keep trying to finishing off these other decks first. And not worry too much about my rank. I think Prank Kids could get to Diamond rank with a good run. Like, I don't think I'm going to get Diamond Tier 1, though. That's one thing I probably won't get. Although I have next week off, so I might get it. I've only got 2 more days to work this week, guys. So, effectively, once they finish, I've got 9 days off. So, I'm really looking forward to that. Just sort of resting up and getting right for the rest of the year for work. Test Panther. Got time. The main issue with more ranks is that splitting time for ladder and events for people that work is too hard. I think I'll get the Diamond tier, Never Bloom, if I play fully next week. I think my strategy going forward is just getting a lot of cards that can banish, like, sort of the graveyard. I think I'm going to face DPE more often than not, so that sort of will change the style of my Prank Kids. Just got to adapt to the times, you know, like, eventually we'll have to retire it. Tell you what, I'll host the tournament on my channel, but you guys better show up. Key Rebridge just got to keep streaming. Over bad, I mean Diamond, kind of sleepy. You got from Diamond 5 to 3 with your Dispute deck, but man, it's not easy. And you're a good player too. You're a better player than me, Hippo. Like, for me, since I'm a free-to-play player and sort of probably not playing the game, you should be like dismantling and building decks that I should be building. Guys are a wee bit ahead of me at the moment, but sort of I think my strategy in the long run is going to help, because when I want to build a deck, I know I haven't dismantled anything to get it. How's things, Necromancer? We have our semi-finals for that. That's what the stipulation is. Sort of great to have you here.
Booyah! Who's the man?
Yo, Michelle Dockery. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the community. Great to have you here. I'll give you an invite to my Discord too, Michelle. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the tournament. Just looking for next time. It probably be rotated. Probably the next week's tournament will be. Hey, Dave, will we think about next week's tournament? Yo, Paper Mario King. Good morning to you too, man. How's things? How's things been, Paper Mario? Hopefully having a wonderful day. Hopefully everyone here too's having a wonderful day too, guys. Great day to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Plenty to talk about. If you guys want to talk more in depth about the ban list as well, what your thoughts are on that. It's great to hear, Paper Mario King. I'm doing good also, man. Like, pretty much got home from work, having my tea, sort of chilling now and getting some things done. It's cards like Cardamized Lullaby of Obedience and Legacy cards, Left Arm Offering. Not sure how you feel about Monkey Board. I think it'll be fine dying solely TV. I don't think it'll make a huge impact. It'll make Pendulums more viable though. Built a new Predator Plant deck and finally able to complete your Cyber Dark deck with the new structure. Nice. So you guys got all these awesome decks and I've got these plain ones like Prank Kids, Crusadia, Marine Sis, and Dynamist. Any card that was in the anime is considered a legacy card. Yeah, it's been a long one. This one, Dot, I have to say. Like, Dark Shadow Rush playing beautifully at the moment. You saw that ban list change of Heart. That's funny enough limited now. I guess I'm trying to experiment with a few cards there just to see how people react, how people play them. One card I'm really excited for, like I don't think it's going to get much play, is Yadagaratu. I think people give it a fair go to try and get the Yada lock going, a legal one going. You don't want Friday to get here. Summer's limit. It's supposed to be 36 degrees. Ooh, ouch. Ooh, that's a scorcher, RJ Dragon, that particular day. You have to have plenty of water on you for that day. I'm guessing you're working a full day that day. So start the game, Sanguine. The Glad Beasts are putting up a great fight here. Oh really? It's not even summer. It's closing in on winter here. Like we're getting some snow this week, conveniently. So I'm sort of bracing myself for that. I'm gonna have to try and work out how I'm gonna get to work. Yeah, turn 1 or 2, I'm able to get outside my Dark End Dragon and equip it with Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. I'm guessing you're seeing a few scoops with that Necromancer. So we've got that sending away now, and this will return. Back some things on the field. Hard 2D for Glads, Outridge is like... A lot of people hate Gold Boy. Gold Boy won't be hated in 6 to 12 months when he's not relevant whatsoever. You'll probably see him in a once in a blue moon. Yo, Devil Survivor Enjoyer. It's the GBs. How's things, my man? What's wrong with Eldritch? I didn't put skill drains. You hate skill drain. At the end of the day, people can play what they like. People hate skill drain. It's just so bad. Like, it's your choice of deck. 36 degrees and not even summer yet. Boy, you're probably in for a hot summer, J Dragon. Then you probably get some temperatures in the 40s, I'm guessing. This is the semi-final, still Astro Wolf, so we've got 2 people playing at the moment. Have we got a result in the other game too, by the way? Obviously we saw Dan take out the first one. I don't know if the second one's still going on, or... Quite a bit since it completely locks their deck down. They have out either Cyber Dark Invasion or have Soul and Judgment out for defense. Yeah, this turn must have been close to right on 8 minutes. Another idea for an arch lobby you had was a few breaker cards. There's a few breaker cards getting around there. There's not too, there's like a limited pool of them though. Of course, the more known, well-known one's Breaker, the Magical Warrior. Then you got the Defender Avenue, and then the Dark Magical, the Breaker Warrior, whatever it's called. And we've got a surrender from our Dot, so Dot will surrender that. So the finals is upon us. Let's get into it. Hopefully we get some good stuff from that pack. Although I'm still weighing up whether to invest in it or not and complete my other things first. But we'll see. See how we're feeling, see if we want to open up. Of course I need a DPE, but I can get DP in my next pass, effectively. So, Trap Tricks. Trap Tricks are going to be hard to beat in this game for Dot, so it's going to have to play pretty well. So we've got the Deep Dark Trap Hole. And we've got the Syrup. Of course, activating the Phantom Knights of decent card to have in the deck. Actually, just an instant other card on the field. But yeah, who all here has completed Fusion Festival too, guys? Obviously, we'll be counting down the final days of the event this week. Like, overall, I think the last couple of festivals have just got the ban list and that wrong. I still think people should get less medals if they're not playing Fusion cards in the duel. Like, effectively, we're seeing too much True Draco Witchcrafters in that here. That's all cool, say Squeeze. I haven't forgotten our duel at all. We will be dueling after this. I don't forget duels. Wouldn't worry about trying to get enforced if they ban Verte, not worth it. Yeah, at the end of the day, Redbeard, I'm still focusing on like finishing my other wee builds. I hope they put Light Stage up to 2 though, because then my Trickstar's become more viable. I don't know, Redbeard. This is my theory. They're very, very hesitant to ban URs. Like, saw that trend in Duel Links, and I think we're going to see the trend in Master Duel. So that's going to be quite awkward. Don't know what Trap Tricks do. It's a trap heavy deck. How's things, Brad? To be fair, the True Draco players would have just put NR fusion cards in their extra deck then. But yeah, if you know what I mean, Brad, they have to physically play them on the field. But I think they either sort of fully ban the Archetype from the event. Would be easier. Along with like Witchcraft and all the other ones I've seen. Got the Link Garibo, Cyrus Gadgets, but yeah, just the last 2 events, I'd probably rate probably both of them the worst 2 events I've had. Like the XC Festival wasn't too bad. The best event they've had is NR so far. Exactly, Brad. Like, I think people are not playing them or something. Like, people are just playing them and getting away with it, but good on them, but you should be encouraged more to play, like, the actual mechanic. Goes out face down on defense mode by Tractix for 15 turns. Multiple monsters stuck face down. I think that'll be Dan's strategy here, just to sort of slow her up a bit and sort of try and put some heat on in that particular way. Transco talk. We're going to let the animations play out a little bit too, guys. I'm just sort of relaxing on my seat, just taking this still in. Who do you think's going to take it, guys? Do you reckon Dot's going to add another title to his crown? Well, you reckon Dan Card's going to get his first ever title win? Your predictions in chat would be much appreciated. Should make a tribute summon festival, then ban True Draco in it. That would be real brutal if they did that. I've been pretty spot on with the lone decks. Need to get whoever makes them to do the ban list too. But yeah, like the Synchron, the fusion decks are really good. I do agree with that. The Destiny Hero one's actually like very nicely competitive. Same with the Fluffle deck. Synchro decks weren't too bad. The Speedboard one was pretty fun. Yo, Rusty, what does 3 of a kind and tow only deck made of 3 sets of each card? So yeah, effectively Rusty, like if you play, say for example Access Toad Talkers on the field, you gotta play 3 of them. So that's how it works. It triples the card. It's 5,300 going against Dan Carter. That's correct, Rusty. The lowest amount of cards people can play are 42 card decks. And if they're playing an extra deck, the minimum 3. But overall, I think a lot of people have had fun in this event anyway. They've been quite creative. Like this one will just rotate on the Tuesdays. I don't think it's got enough of a place to be on a separate sort of format. So Dan's going to surrender the first one, and we'll go to the next match, guys, and we'll be underway. One thing I do apologise for today, guys, we've had a wee bit of a laggy sort of stream. So every now and then it's just sort of got to get through. I'll proudly say that I'm a free-to-play player as well. Like, it's just a case of just being on every day, doing your dailies and doing all your events, and you should be able to get enough to get a decent amount of packs per month. So Parallax, not a bad start for Dan Carter. A couple of traps face down. Dot's got a powerful deck that can sort of disrupt a wee bit though. Trap Trick. I think you've pulled the UR double-edged sword about 5 times now, not one artifact Sanctum. So I think the game works like that though. They know you're looking for certain cards and then they sort of make it really hard to sort of get them. Sort of like short print them even further. That Lord the Heavenly Prison's a good card to have. But yeah, picture where you guys, will the stream end out the finals? No, we'll be going a wee bit longer after that, Rusty. I've got to get my dailies done. Of course, we're opening up potentially 10 packs of Sword Soul, but I'm sort of on the fence about that at the moment. I really want to finish some other decks first. Like, everyone's playing Sword Soul anyway. I don't want to be just another Sword Soul streamer that plays them. Like, I'd rather be something different. Trying to pull Rescue Cat from the Mouthy box was near impossible. I got Rabbit. I got the Rabbit quite easily, but the Cat's going to be another sort of deal. But no, I'm actually going to decide, guys. I'm just going to hold on to my gems. I think I'm just going to be tactical and save as much as possible. And just get a bit further
Who's
ahead.
the man?
Yo, Zenshi TV, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the community, Zenshi. We'll call you Zen for short. Great to have you here. I haven't got Lord of the Heavenly Prison. This could be going to match number 3. So many URs out of pack deal only to break them down to get a few of what you're purchasing. You need rescue cats to go for your tryhard brigade Gladiator beast deck. I wish you the best of luck for that, Devil. By the way, for Zen Shi TV, very welcome to join the Discord too. By the way, if anyone hasn't joined that already, guys, we're nearly at 600 members. The Raffle Seer. Golden Lord. So Golden Lord going into the defensive mode, guarding the Golden Land on the field now. So we've got a 0 attack Lord of the Heavenly Prison, so making things quite difficult. This could be a thrilling finals again, like Trap Tricks Marmelo. Credit to Dan, like he's got a lot of traps. He's going to make things difficult here. Put a Rainbow Sword Soul Synchro so you feel like you had to make the deck. But, like, for anyone that is playing and listening, you got to play what you want to play at the end of the day. Like, sure, you have to be competitive on the rank board, so people will play Sword Soul, but play some of the other underappreciated decks. Like, I want to see people playing, like, Madoche, like, see people playing Notorious. Play decks that you want to play and sort of experience, you know? That's what Master is also about, sort of playing things that you grew up playing with, and even if they're not the best decks, like, just have fun with the game. Yeah, that's sort of what my policy is, and that's why I'm trying to build like all these other decks. Like, I'll go the extra mile to get all these cards too. Like, I'm on every day. I'm doing my dailies, getting a decent amount of gems per day. So I will get there. I'll get every card in this game, one way or another. Like, as soon as I'm caught up with the game, then this game becomes very simple. Because you just keep up. Yo, Speckle, you still playing the Odd Eyes OTK? That's pretty cool, man. Like, as long as you're enjoying the deck, picking up your wins with the OTK, very, very nice. Good old Odd Eyes Magicians. Talk us through that OTK there too, Speckle. This is gonna be a fascinating game at the moment. Dan's sort of got a good setup here, and so does Dot. So it's just whoever's sort of cards line up better than the others now. Wish you had 3 Feather Dusters. Like, Feather Dust would be a good pickup for me, actually. I'd really love to sort of have that and maybe one Lightning Storm in my deck. I'm going for. So Dan's going into Baguska. Baguska's going to make life a wee bit more difficult. This is going to be a very slow game, I do sense. Just the way both are sort of set up. Another defensive card for Dan. Wish I had time. I had so much to show with the guy. Next time I'm going to include 3 or something else. Next tournament's on Friday, Dark Shadow, if you want to play. That's New Zealand time. Definitely definitely check out the budget deck. The budget deck's probably the one that sees the most diversity, just because of the budget that's involved. Yo, Grizz Wolf, yo, welcome to the stream. So this is Trap Trick sort of control. This is a tournament with this stipulation, Grizz. Great to have you here, by the way. Yeah, Friday night New Zealand time. So this is Golden Boy on this side of the field. And yeah, pretty much relies on a lot of his traps. I think just sort of wearing down the opponent, Rusty, sort of gradually getting resource on the board, which he's done. Yo, oh man, Teller. Yo, welcome into the stream. How are you today? But yeah, long time no see, Grizz. I remember you following. I remember that name from about 3 or 4 years ago following the stream. I would have been playing Legacy then.
Who's the man?
Yo, oh man, Teller. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome into the community. So Starving Venom combo with the low risk burn card usually gets tonight to get him out, and if he stopped, you get an access code or an Appaloosa and a Baron on the field, throw in the gate with 2 times. It's amazing what sort of boards you can set up these days, right, Speckle? That's sort of a board for someone hard go through. Yeah, I remember G-Man. That's what I sort of when I clicked your name there before just to see. Yeah, I was thinking, like, rattling through my head through names. I remember G-Man, definitely. Was I playing Digimon around the time, too? I am G-Man, just renamed. Love the name change, G-Man, by the way. Stream's been going really well since your last year. Like, have you been playing any sort of Master Duel or anything like that? Just looking for people to sort of be part of our tournaments and all their events. Do have an amazing Discord if you're not part of that already as well. And that's for our man Teller as well to join. Nothing special, but it works. Sometimes something very simple works very well. Just remember that. So Trap Tricks are going to slowly burn here, the resource that Dot potentially have. So Trap Tricks Murmelo, putting itself into defense. Still game 2, yes. Like, still a big battle going on between these two. So your announcement to make Lord of Prison is now a Destiny board card. It's plain. I'd love to know the reasoning. It's been a pretty long one, this one. Like, we've gone into 10 turns here. Like, Dan Card is putting up a really good fight at the moment. Like, the Eldritch are sort of settled in defense mode, but Dan's sort of playing the long game, waiting for his opportunity. The Goose is destroyed now. Another face down for Dan. Yeah, and then this tournament Rusty because they have made their decks and submitted them. Yo, Mark Santos WR, welcome into the stream. Thank you so much for the follow there. Hope you're having a good day, Mark. It's a pleasure to meet you, and yeah, hopefully enjoy your stay here. Another Bagooska for Dot to sort of try and stay around with. Good things come in threes, right, Dot? So you would have been expecting the third one. So just the resources here, like, Dot's got a lot of cards compared to Dan at the moment. 30 plays 23. Hero Quio of the Golden Land making its way to the board. Dot going first next guy is going to be tough for the trap tricks. Oh, definitely. Like, it's a real slog for Dan to even win this one. If he takes it to 3, he'll be doing well, I'd say. We've got the Link Spider. Dan, of course, looking for his first ever victory. Dan's been in a few finals now. He just wants to taste a bit of victory now. So I've got the Torrential down. So it makes things a wee bit more interesting. But this makes for interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it's come up with some different ideas in that again. That's what I've really liked about our tournaments. Like, we don't necessarily see the meta all the time. Which is Dan, next row. At the top. Call him Dan Carter in the Blues, because I know he's a New Zealander, and he's sort of a regular in our stream. And the advantage with the trap tricks at the moment, like, trap tricks have to really get settled in if they're going to game 3. They're going to have to get a pretty bricky Eldritch hand, or else they're not going to get set. But you never know in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Like, we got the trap tricks Atrax. 2 1800s on the field. We may see Dan go on the counter-attack here. Raffleseer will stay in defensive mode just to keep the little bit of a boost. Is that card on the limited list? What card's that, by the way, Rusty? Trix Elamiris. Attack for 1900, so dot down to 4100 now. As this battle does rage on. Yeah, no semi or limited cards are in this tournament, Rusty, by the way. Every card that you see here is run in 3. Oh, the one that pops? Yeah, Conquistador's not being played in this game from Dot. Simply can't play it because it's limited now. Another 2,000 points hit on Dot here. Trap Tricks should have this game, actually. Trap Tricks 0. He's going to get another card on the board. Another trap. Deep Dark Trap Hole. Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. Okay, so I think this is a big turn. Golden Boy will make his way to the field. Can't activate Torrential on it, because it won't work on it. Max C is going to activate as well. It's been a long duel, this one. It's gone 16 minutes. No one giving any sort of ground up in this one. So another draw for our Dots. Could be a crucial wee draw. So we've got the Gravedigger's trap hole down. Elixir of White Destiny. So we've got the Guardian of the Golden Land. Now Dot's starting to get through some resource. 26 cards played 16. Attacking 1700 on the Sierra. Doesn't get destroyed. Dan Carter still in control of the situation here. Okay, we're looking to build on this now. Can he take the Golden Boy out? knows Dan Carter's on a wee bit of borrowed time with that Sarah in attack mode consistently as well. So we've got another Trap Tricks card. My definition of fun seems evil and twisted. Like I said, I am enjoying what people are playing. Two different styles going at it. Let's our Scarlet Sanguine is going to activate its effects. Putting Kuraquiro down. Surely there's some plays there for Dan Carter to sort of exploit. And we have the Baguska, the terrible Taper. Back into defense mode, the Eldritch player goes. And another wee trick up the sleeve of Dan Carter. Must have surely gone through a few of those now. So he's got one in that graveyard. He's got another one banished, so he's on his third copy. 9 cards to go on that deck. Babushka. But very interesting, very cool print. I like the print. He's got like sort of a pillow. He's asleep. And just a very horrible card to go up against in general. Golden Boy's going to go into defense. You negated your own Gravediggers. The Japanese version has them with alcohol and passed out drunk. On the Gravekeepers are banished now. That is one of them gone. Oh, so they did some moderations to the card art lecture. Okay. Bit of a misplay, crucial misplay for Dan, especially when the stall is very tight now. Maxi. Another wee draw happening. Do you reckon this game's going to go to game 3? Yes or no, guys? It's going to be very tight. This legit can be a 24 turn duel. I think it's heading that way. I think it's going to be... It's going to be really dependent on if Dot's got the resources to take out these trap tricks at the moment. Or Dan could easily deck out as well. Like, Dan will be able to explain the misplay there, Rusty. I dare say it. What other artworks have sort of been censored? God, I know Spicy Spy is another card that sort of has that. There's our tournament on, it's Monday New Zealand time, Lictar, so you're probably a day behind me, so treat it as a Sunday for you. So the rare card tournament is on the Monday New Zealand time. Around about 7:30. Around about the time we started the stream today. They did Zon Zalu bad instead of Nice. He had revolvers in the original. Yeah, that Forbidden Droplet could be a pretty handy little thing though. 13 cards for Dan, 22 left for Dot. Dot may play for the deck out, like if he can't get through the defenses here. Reducing the Sierra and the Baguska. This is serious damage now. And Dot sees an opportunity here. This will be game. If Dan doesn't have a response to this, this is over. Juice to 0, and this is if the Golden Lord's hex goes through. All of a sudden, we've gone to game for Dot out of the blue, and is our champion for the 3 of a kind